Hey, good afternoon. This is Zachary here. I'm always upside down. I could have it higher, but the problem is if I have it higher, you won't be able to see what's going on. We're going to find out about this one. I'm not too sure that this one's lined because it's got an inspection hatch. You see that? There's one on that side and one on that side, but the customer doesn't know if it's lined or not. But I've got a funny feeling that it isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put the angle a bit higher, like that, so we can find out what's going on. But the best thing to do is because I've already opened it up and I had a quick look, but not fully because obviously there is soot up there, so I'm guessing that it isn't lined. Normally you can sort of, when you come to these sort of jobs, you can ask the customer how much they paid. Obviously you don't want to be too nosy, but sometimes that'll give it away if it's been lined or not. But when you see inspection hatches, they used to be legally fine, so there's no issues there. The regulation I think has changed now, I'm not sure, but I don't think you can install them like that anymore. But what I do is get the hoover, and then what I do is I'll open the inspection hatch very, very slowly and just suck that stuff off so we can have a look, see what's going on up there. It looks like it comes, I'm not too sure if it's on a bracket or not, but just want to have a look. It is stuck up there, so it's not, because you've got to be careful, because if it is lined, they can have the Mickey light on them. So I'm just going to hoover that plate off so I can open it fully, and then let that drop down like that, which it has done. So I'll just show you. See, the plate's down now, so I don't think I'll be able to show you. All you can see is just a blank spot. Doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to put my hand up here. That's the best way of finding out. And no, it's not lined. It hasn't got a liner in it. No, it hasn't got a liner in it. So the easiest way to find out is to, let's see if we can put your hand up in the chimney like that, and then fill the top of that pipe, and then what you can, and then obviously you can fill the top of that pipe, and there's no liner connected to it, so there isn't a liner in it. I might be able to show you into the actual in the chimney. Let's see if I can do it. Cool if I can. Anyway, it's not lined. So if I turn you back round, I'm just going to put. Well, that's fine. Doesn't matter if hasn't got a liner in it. A lot of them haven't. When I first sort of 15 years of me doing chimney sweeping, I never put liners in, so it's no issue at all. The only thing that you've got to be careful of, don't open the door on the wood burner when you're sweeping them. Keep that shut. And the other thing is, what you want to do is you want to use one of these brushes, like a normal chimney sweep brush, and not one that goes through the pipe. They are quite small inspection doors, so what we're going to have to do is squeeze that down like that, which is no problem. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that up in there like that. And then go up like that. There you go. And then what I do is I'll stick my hoover up in there like that. we'll just keep an eye on it, and we'll just go up slowly, like we always do anyway, and then watch. And then what I do is I'll keep an eye. So I'll just show you again. So that's what we're doing. So you can see the hoover's up there, the inspection hatch is open, and what we'll do in a minute after we bring it back down is we'll hoover from this side to that side, and then that's what we'll do. So I'll put you there so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And just put it up there like that, and then we can just keep an eye on that. What I tend to do is I like to keep my torch just there. Got plenty of batteries outside, but I can see it very clearly now. Unfortunately you can't, but I can. And then we just start slowly. I think the previous week's been sweeping it properly. So if you had that, then like, I'd have to tape all this area up. But it seems to be fine. No problems with it at all. And also if the customer's been burning the right material, they're going to have no issues with it at all. So this is the best way, by the way. I've missed these days, because this is the way to install wood burners. Because how can you tell someone if a house is like 60 to 150 years old, 250 years old, that when they have a wood burner fitted, that they need a liner in it, which is going to cost them £1,000? How can you tell them that? And that it's only going to last 25 years? It's insane. Unfortunately, society's changed now, that people just won't even question it, they just do it. Whereas they never used to. 10, 15 years ago, people question everything. People don't now. So, as I said, this is the best way of doing it. This made a market for people to have wood burners. If this wasn't allowed, then you wouldn't have so many wood burners around, and they wouldn't be as popular as they are today. This is how they started, because fit them like this, the most expensive part of the job would be to buy the wood burner. You pressure test the chimney, cap it at the top, fill it with smoke, check throughout the property. If it's a detached property, which this is, you go in the attic, check round the chimney stack, it's all fine, no issues. You get a certificate, a legal, legit certificate, which is covered by insurances. And then all you need to do then is measure up for a register plate. Most of the time the wood burners come with a pipe anyway. You can give you an option, a half a metre or a metre length pipe, and then it's done. You know, you can have your half fitted or whatever. It's done. It's so, you can have them done for under 1,000. You know? The whole lot, everything. Brilliant. So now, you know, to get them done now. If this customer wanted to have a new one fitted, they would go, oh no, you can't do it like this, you're going to have a liner fitted. It's insane. Madness. Why? Why do you need a liner? What difference does it make? If this was an open fire, would you need a liner for that? No. It drives me insane. All of this greed, man. All that money. That's all it is. It's not about anything else. As I said, we used to do this all the time. I used to fit 2 of these a day on a Saturday. In the winter time, one every night. I used to do 10 sweeps a day and one of these every day throughout the winter. Amazing. It's just so easy to do. But no, this is in excellent condition. So now I've gone all the way to the top. I'm going really gentle because the cowl at the top is it's an old school cowl. It's like a UFO cowl, so I don't want to knock it. My last job of the day. I'm going to come down now. It's absolutely fine. The guy that fitted it, been sweeping it, been doing a good job. I can't complain, not at all. Not that I complain about other people's work. As you can see, this lining of the chimney coming down, it's a liner, but they do. To be fair, that's just from the wood. It's no big deal. That's no big deal at all. You can see that scratching. There's no worries there. That's just where it's just catching on the register plate on the floor. But the most important thing is, if you ever come across these, you do it really, really slowly. Don't rush it. Do it slowly. Do it slowly. You're not going to make a mess. It's not going to push straight in your face and everywhere. Do that, the customer will never have you back again. You leave their house, you might leave them with a little bit of smell, but you can't really change that. And then the other important thing that you've got to do is when you bring the brush back down, obviously it's a bigger brush than would it be if there was a liner in there, which is no problem. But what you've got to do is you've got to make sure you pull the brush down slowly, because if it starts flicking up, or you could actually push the register plate off, because you don't know how the person before you done it. So see how I'm doing it really, really slowly. Let me just show you. You can see, just can't see anything at the moment because the sheet's in the way. See that? But as slow as that. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab hold of it like it's a bird, and then bring it out. That is green. Try not to touch the wall as well. And then just hold it like that. Do it really, really slow. Try not to let it spring out. And then take it straight to your box, which is behind me, and take it off. And then that's it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all the rubbish off the top of the stove. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my the good thing is it's all coming off because the chimney's going up. This on the right hand side, all the soot's on the right hand side as well. So what I do is, because it's such a short piece of pipe that's sticking out, I can like lift my hoover, and I can hoover the other side of the plate, and as you can hear, there's nothing on it. It's in fantastic condition. Right, and now take the sheet away. I'd normally do it the other way around, but I wanted you to see what I'm doing. Right, don't bother about trying to fold it up in the house. It's a nice clean room, so it takes 2 seconds to shake it outside, but don't take that chance inside. It's just not worth it. But this is a stove without a liner. It has a register plate with inspection hatches on both sides. It's in lovely condition. Guarantee this will be in longer than one that's got a liner. Just hoover around. It's got a thermometer on the top, but it's had to go on the top because it won't stick on here. Honestly, what I'll tell the customer what they need to do. Have that on the top like that. That's where it needs to go. And they can sort of gauge the temperature of it. And then it will drop down the slide, completely normal. But I've got access to get in there. change the nozzle around. Just make sure you clean it all off. Get yourself underneath there and have a look. Get round in there. That's why it's so important to keep the door closed, because you're going to get soot coming down the pipe. With the door open. Right, and then put that there like that. And then we close that door up there like that. As you can see, it's got hinges. Close that door up there like that. And it's done. Just leave that bit off there. That's all fine. So put that back there so you can see what's going on. Right, so inside now we can check the appliance. This one's got a little part that comes out. Drop that down like that. You always still got to check the baffle plate, make sure there's no soot. It will drop down. Obviously, you're not going to be. And then, you know what I like to strip the top part of it up here. And you strip the baffle plate. All we do is we just check because it make sure all the soot's off there. And you're not always going to get them as clean as this, so remember that. That sits in there like that. It's a multi-fuel stove, this one, so it's important that the thermometer goes up there. And obviously make sure you're clean as well, because you don't want to stand up and put soot everywhere. So now the customer knows. If you get someone else to come out, you can turn around and go, they say, is it lined? And they can say, no, it's not, but it's got inspection hatches on either side of it. And if anybody turns around and says, oh, it needs a liner in it, then you know that they're on a fast one. Because it doesn't. Anything that's installed, I can't remember what year it is, whatever year, does not need installing them now. I'm not even sure if they need them now or not. Make sure you check the gasket right all the way around. This is fine. It's really clean actually, I have to be honest with you. Going to hoover around here. That's lovely. Fantastic.